Welcome back to my channel, guys. So first of all, thank you for your incredible support on my last video, and as I said, I will make tutorial videos on your comments. So many of you commented to make a tutorial or a walkthrough of how do I do shading with such a simple pencil, like how I have done in these drawings. So today I have chose Ichigo as my go through for this art tutorial, and I'm gonna use this really cheap 25 cents 25 Indian rupees 0.5 pencil, and we're gonna make all of the art with only this pencil. So to demonstrate you that you don't need any other material or any other thing. And I'm gonna do this everything in front of you. I would fast forward many things so you don't get bored in the video, but the main thing is you don't miss the things that you are trying to learn from this video. So do watch the important parts, and if you want to skip, then don't skip the important parts, and if you can, then watch this video through just watch this video fully, don't miss anything. So let's get into the video. And before we get into the video, make sure you hit the like button and the subscribe button. It would really mean a lot, and I would just keep uploading tutorials for you guys in the most simple and easy language possible, so everyone can become a great artist one day. So this is my reference for this art here. So I'm gonna show you how you're gonna do all these shadings and turn this into this, right? So let's just start the video. So the first thing that we're gonna do when we are drawing with only a pencil is to sharpen out the edges. Just look at your reference and see which edges are supposed to be the dark and sharp. So as you can see here, the jaw line and the edges of the hairs and the edge of the sword, these are supposed to be dark and sharp. So first of all, I'm gonna fill those things, and I just want to say I'm sorry for my bad English. I'm using English because English can be understood by almost anyone in this world. So everyone watching this video can understand. That is why I'm using English language. So let's get started by sharpening the edges. As you can see, the art is already looking so defined as we progress through the sharpening of all the edges. So as you have if you have seen this video, you see I have been rotating this sketchbook to wherever I feel better. So you can also use this technique. I see many artists get so serious about the drawing that they don't even consider turning the book upside down so they can get a better angle at doing some parts. So always use everything in your arsenal to get the best results out of it, and always use erasers so define more, and always keep an eye on your fingers, because when you are drawing with your pencil, the lead can get on your fingers and that can make smudges areas. So always keep an eraser and do keep an eye out, because you do not want your pencil drawing to look ugly and untidy, because the more clean a pencil drawing is, the more amazing it looks. So now let's darken out the eyes, and then we'll get into the details. So before we start darkening the eye area, I want to give you an amazing tip. So when you're drawing with the pencil and you are afraid to get the lead on your fingers, and then the fingers doing this smudging everywhere and ruining the drawing, you can always cover some area with a paper. So but do not pressure it, just keep a firm hand there so your hands do not get the lead and the pencil won't get ruined. So I'm gonna show you. So this is how I'm gonna darken the areas by using this paper as my support. So So now we have, sharpened all the possible edges, and we have darkened all the areas which were supposed to be darkened. All that's left now is to add the details. And trust me, when you make a pencil drawing, it's gonna look like this. But after you are done with adding all the details, and while you are adding all the details, you're gonna see the results getting built up as you progress through the drawing. So right now this won't look as good as the reference that I showed you in this start of this video, but you're gonna see in the end that it's gonna look as good as it possibly can. So, and before I'm gonna start the detailing part, I'm gonna show you how it's done in the most simplest and cleanest way, and that is shade in the same direction. Yes, I'm gonna show you a little example of what I mean by shading in the same direction. So let's just say we're gonna start shading the nose area. So I'm gonna use the direction diagonal, and from this point to this go like this everywhere. So watch this. It doesn't matter how small the details are, but it's just my opinion and my experience to make the drawing as clean as possible. Just shade in the same direction. As you can see, I'm shading in the same direction in every place, above the eyes, in every possible region. It doesn't matter how small the shading is, the direction should remain the same. And also you can use this trick forwards. You can shade, and when you want to shape your shading area, you can use the eraser afterwards like this. So you can see tricks like this come in real handy. So I'm gonna fast forward this video to show you the results of. So you can see how the results of shading in the right direction and using the eraser pencil. You can get this at any local store, just a simple, cheap and regular. Just cut the eraser shape to something edgy, so you can go into small spaces and erase out the shapes. So you can see for yourself the textures are looking good. And also to make you think that how to make the shady areas which are darker, and then there is lighter. You can always just shade out, and then you can just darken out the areas by applying a little bit pressure on your finger. I'm going to show you without fast forwarding this video. Right here in this area, like just a little bit of pressure, as much as just you need. You can always easily darken out any area and give the depth in the image that you want to. And when like this is has gone, you think that this has gone a little bit darker, so just above it, just apply a little more pressure and try to blend it with the lighter, just like that. I'm sorry for my English again and again, but I'm trying my best to make you understand how to do these kinds of shades. So you can see there was this darker layer, and then I reduced my pressure and made a lighter layer, and then I blended it with the even lighter layer. So you can see it blended perfectly. And just like this, I'm gonna with a little pressure, I'm gonna try to blend this area with this area. So little bit of pressure, so it's gonna define it more, and you can see it's real well. And just give it more depth, make this area a little bit darker from where the shadow is originating. Do remember to it doesn't matter how small the area is, you should always shade in the same direction. If you can see, even in this area I have shaded in the same direction. It doesn't matter that it's a tiny area, it won't matter. It will matter in the end when whole art is done. So let's just get this over with. So the clothing area, I have used vertical strokes, and I'm gonna suggest you also to always use vertical strokes for the clothing area. The clothes are always gonna look good when you make vertical strokes. So the the thing that I said, that always make the same strokes in everywhere, but that does not apply to the clothing area unless there are some shadows or some details on the clothes. So in this reference that I'm using, there was nothing except black color on the clothes, so I just did vertical strokes and I filled the whole clothing area. So now it's the turn of the sword and the hair, and then we are done. So as you can see how each and every single, even the tiniest details in these boxes are playing out their role perfectly in making the drawing look phenomenal. And as I have said, if you think the drawing is getting choppy, it's just because of the lights in my room. If you see it without the lights coming into the video, you can see how good the shades are with just a simple pencil. So let's finish this drawing. Only the hair part is left, and then we will review it. So for hairs, I would suggest you use a pointed pencil like this that you can sharp to the maximum sharpness, because 0.05 mm mechanical pencils don't go very well with drawing the hair strands, as sometimes the point can be thicker than we need for this. If you have a 0.03 mm mechanical pencil, that would be best to draw the strokes in the hair part. But if you don't have that, I suggest use any pencil and just sharp it until you get a really pointed side. So let's get started with the hairs. So the sketch is done and I'm just gonna pull this one out so I can show you how we have done in accordance to the reference. So this was the reference we use, and this here is the sketch that we made. So this artist, I think he made it digitally or used some inking pens on papers to that is why that art is so black and the color difference. I'm just trying to tell you that. So this is a pencil one and this may be a digital or some inking pens, but you can see even the pencil one is looking as good as that one because of the little details and the simple shading techniques we used to shade in the same direction and keep the pace and all the small details filled slowly without any rush. So I'm just gonna put this right down here and you can see everything looks nice and clean. It doesn't look that bad, but I know I messed up the hairs here. I couldn't make it look real good because I don't know, it's okay, everybody make mistakes, but the main thing is to complete a sketch and to make this video to tell you guys how to shade and how I make sketches from references to here. And you can see even if the hairs are bad, I just want to give you this lesson, guys. Making mistakes is okay, but just thinking about it and never taking the steps is not okay. For me, it's a very good sketch. I would say it is a 10. It is 7 out of 10. Shading is good, but the hairs are not satisfying. It is not satisfying to me, but you can comment your own opinions. Just do comment, okay? Don't leave me hanging here. I've done this whole thing for you. Please do comment below your opinions and anything that I can improve. I want you to tell me, okay? Don't hesitate. You can tell me anything that I must improve and I will see to it, okay? So thank you guys. Do hit the like button and subscribe if you like my channel, and more tutorials are coming soon and more great arts. Thank you.